You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that carries absolutely no real weight. A cheap consolation prize for playing your wicked game, delivered at the doorstep when it's far too late. I accept the hollow gesture because I'm too tired to fight, sipping on the frozen tea you left upon the stand. We sit in total isolation under the dim moonlight, two separate continents inside a dark, forgotten land. Your words are like winter frost on a window pane, intricate and beautiful, but lacking any real inner heat. You try to soothe the damage with the logic of your brain, while my intuitive heart is suffering a total defeat. Don't need your regret, those are just accessories to disguise your selfish pride. I'm looking for a feeling that I haven't discovered yet, deep inside the territory where your dark secrets hide. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but the room remains so cold. There is an absolute bankruptcy of affection from within, as our tragic narrative begins to completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. This emotional arrangement feels right as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. The radiator clanks inside the corner of the dark bedroom, a mechanical reminder of the friction we used to generate. Now we are just occupants of a highly sophisticated tomb, resigned to the reality of our self-inflicted fate. You hand me a glass of water with an indifferent stare, as if fulfilling a duty rather than expressing genuine care. I look at your beautiful face and find absolutely nothing there, just an empty vessel floating in the freezing morning air. The calendar pages flip, but the season never changes. Here we are trapped in a perpetual January of the human soul. Every single promise you make is completely insincere, designed to maintain your absolute architectural control. I'm packing up my heavy thoughts in a cardboard suitcase box, preparing to migrate to a warmer, more forgiving climb. I'm breaking through the heavy iron of your emotional locks, refusing to waste another single second of my precious time. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but the room remains so cold. There is an absolute bankruptcy of affection completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotion arrangement feels right as the final embers of our history turn completely on. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. Keep your frozen pity, keep your calculated grace. I am walking out into the blizzard of the real world outside. I'd rather freeze alone than stay inside this empty place, where all our genuine, passionate emotions went and died. Cold comfort, 0 degrees, shaking the leaves off the dying trees. No more warmth, no more light. Look at the ice and your beautiful eyes. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotion arrangement feels right as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. Cold comfort freezing away, breaking the ice at the end of the day. You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that carries absolutely no real weight. A cheap consolation prize for playing your wicked game, delivered at the doorstep when it's far too late. I accept the hollow gesture because I'm too tired to fight, sipping on the frozen tea you left upon. You taste like expensive sin wrapped in a velvet coat, a dangerous luxury that I simply can't afford to buy. Your dark, honeyed words catch directly in my throat, making me believe every beautiful, sophisticated lie. I know your affection is a trap designed to ensnare, a gilded cage where my freedom goes to quickly die. But when you look at me with that intense, predatory stare, I abandon all my defenses without even asking why. The perfume you wear lingers heavily on my silk sheets, an intoxicating blend of cedarwood, amber, and deceit. Outside the window, the rain pours down on empty streets, while inside this room, our mutual destruction is complete. You are the sickness that I never want to fully cure, the exquisite agony that keeps me coming back for more. Your motives are filthy, but your execution is so pure, leaving my shattered heart scattered across the floor. touch leaves a burn that never seems to fully heal. A permanent mark branded deep into my fragile flesh. I don't care if what we have is illusionary or real, as long as you keep entangling me inside your mesh. My friends all warn me that I'm dancing with the devil's son, that you will leave me ruined in the middle of the road. But I am past the point where I could easily turn and run. I fully accepted this chaotic, heavy emotional load. The morning light begins to crack through the heavy blinds, exposing the wreckage of the night we just threw away. Two damaged souls possessed by two completely twisted minds, with absolutely nothing constructive left to do or say. You sleep beside me like an angel who has lost his wings, unconscious of the havoc you have wreaked inside my chest. I'm captivated by the misery a shadow brings, finding a twisted comfort in this state of unrest. One sip from your lips is enough to paralyze my spine, making me lose all control of my sanity and senses. I keep on drinking your toxic, corrupted vintage wine, tearing down all of my protective emotional fences. Oh, you are my sweet poison running through my veins, a beautiful disaster that I gladly choose to embrace. I'm addicted to the pleasure that is hidden in the pains, and the dangerous thrill of chasing your phantom face. You are a medicine that slowly kills me from inside, a lovely weapon that cuts me deeper than a knife. I have nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide from the sweet poison that has taken over my life. Kill me softly with your wicked lovely touch. Pour another glass of your delicious fatal wine. No one else could ever make me suffer half as much, or make the agony feel so completely divine. So sweet, so fatal, cracking me in a dangerous cradle, in my blood, in my soul, taking away all my control. You are my sweet poison running through my veins, a beautiful disaster that I gladly choose to embrace. I'm addicted to the pleasure that is hidden in the pains, and the dangerous thrill of chasing your phantom face. You are a medicine that slowly kills me from inside, a lovely weapon that cuts me deeper than a knife. I have nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide from the sweet poison that has taken over my life. Sweet poison, delicious to death, taking away my final breath. Let it run, let it flow, never let me go. Cheap gin and matches scatter across the tabletop. I strike a flame to burn away your wicked ghost. The spinning wheel of madness never seems to stop. I'm raising up a chalice to the things I hate the most. You were a habit that I couldn't easily break, a sweet addiction masquerading as a cure. Every single promise was a calculated fake, leaving my intention so corrupted and impure. The curtain smell of cheap tobacco and regret, a lingering reminder of the night you stayed too late. I try my absolute hardest to completely forget how easily you turned our grand romance into hate. You played your cards with such a wicked clever hand, gambling with affection like it was a plastic toy. Now I am stranded in a dry and barren land, stripped of every ounce of my remaining inner joy. Watching the gray plume slowly rise and twist, exhaling every memory of your toxic touch, chasing the fantasy that never did exist. Why did I ever crave your volatile love so looking at a stranger in my own reflection, trapped in a cycle that is growing ancient and old. You were the match that ignited the flame. Now I am choking on the residue you left behind, playing a dirty, sophisticated game that left me utterly broken and mentally blind. The ashtray is overflowing on the velvet chair where you used to sit and spin your clever little webs. I'll run my trembling fingers through my tangled hair as the tide of my infatuation finally ebbs. You had a way of making dynamic truth seem small, blaming your deficiencies on my fragile state of mind. But now I see the writing written clear upon the wall, leaving all your heavy baggage far away behind. The neon street lights cast a green and sickly glow through the Venetian blinds onto the dusty floor. I watch the traffic moving incredibly slow, knowing you won't ever walk through that heavy door. I proclaim the space that you tried to occupy, purging every corner of your suffocating scent. No more tears left for a sophisticated lie. Every single dollar of our emotional wealth is spent watching the gray plume slowly rise and twist, exhaling every memory of your toxic touch, chasing the fantasy that never did exist. Why did I ever crave your volatile love so much? Lost in the bitter smoke of a dying affection, breathing the ashes of a fire gone completely cold, looking at a stranger in my own reflection, trapped in a cycle that is growing ancient and old. You were the match that ignited the flame. Now I am choking on the residue you left behind, playing a dirty, sophisticated game that left me utterly broken and mentally blind. Let it clear out of my lungs. No more bitter words spoken by deceptive tongues. The air is shifting, the atmosphere is clean, moving far away from the ugliest nightmare I've seen. Lost in the bitter spark of dying affection, breathing the ashes of a fire gone completely cold, looking at a stranger in my own reflection, trapped in a cycle that is growing ancient and old. You were the match that ignited the flame. Now I am choking on the residue you left behind, playing a dirty, sophisticated game that left me utterly broken and mentally blind. With the smoke evaporating away into the light of a brand new day. No more choking, I can finally breathe. Watch the last remnant of your memory leave. You breathe your secrets directly against my bare shoulder blade, a soft avalanche of vocabulary designed to completely disarm. In the velvet sanctuary of the bedroom where the daylight fade, I fall victim once again to your dangerous, quiet charm. Your satin whispers float like incense through the humid air, painting illusions of a future that will never physically exist. I'm trapped inside the beautiful entanglement of your stare, unable to summon the strength to definitively resist. The fabric of the curtains rustles in the midnight breeze as you spin your delicate web of sophisticated deception. I am brought down completely to my trembling knees by the sheer elegance of your manipulative perfection. You know exactly which frequency to adjust your voice to bypass all the logical defenses inside my analytical brain, leaving me with absolutely nothing constructive left to do but swallow the bitter medicine disguised as pleasure and pain. The volume is low, but the impact is incredibly profound. Every syllable you utter vibrates along my sensitive spine. We are burying our sanity deep beneath the soft sound of a love that is beautiful, corrupted and divine. Captivated entirely by these satin whispers in the dark, believing every single magnificent lie you softly tell. Nothing remains of our original, natural living spark, just the intoxicating magic of this romantic spell. You speak so sweetly as you tear my world completely apart, muffling the sound of the destruction with a gentle caress. You carve your name onto the surface of my fragile heart, leaving me stranded in this elegant, quiet mess. The perfume of your betrayal is subtle and hard to detect, blended perfectly with the expensive silk sheets on the bed. I try to gather the remaining shards of my self-respect, but I am intoxicated by the phrases you just said. You whispered that I am the only one you will ever truly desire, while the scent of another woman still lingers on your skin, feeding the fuel to my self-destructive, volatile fire, welcoming the beautiful devastation from within. The clock is ticking softly on the mahogany bedside table stand, a quiet witness to the absolute bankruptcy of our trust. I hold the weight of your empty promises in my hand, watching them dissolve into a pile of shimmering dust. No more running away from the reality of the situation, no more pretending that your words carry any actual weight. I'm waking up from this beautiful hypnotic hallucination and closing the heavy iron parameters of my gaze. The volume is low, silence take over the room tonight. Your vocabulary has lost all its magic power over my soul. I'm stepping out of the shadows and into the morning light to finally reclaim my absolute, independent emotional control. Quiet words, soft deceit, our destruction is complete. Say no more, close your lips as the fantasy slowly slips. Captivated entirely by these satin whispers in the dark. Believe in every single magnificent lie you softly tell. You breathe your secrets directly against my bare shoulder blade. A soft avalanche of vocabulary designed to completely disarm. In the velvet sanctuary of the bedroom where the daylight fades, I fall victim once again to your dangerous quiet charm. Your satin whispers float like incense through the humid air, painting illusions of a future. The clock strikes 12 upon the peeling wallpapered wall. I'm pouring gasoline on things that remind me of your face. Another sleepless night spent pacing up and down the hall, trying to erase the lingering phantom of your warm embrace. The record player spins a dusty, forgotten ragtime tune, but it can't drown out the howling loneliness inside my head. I'm staring out the window at a pale and indifferent moon, wishing I could just forget every single word you said. My satin slippers glide across the cold linoleum floor, heading towards the cabinet where the heavy liquor stays. I know I shouldn't care about your ghost anymore, but I am trapped inside a labyrinth of yesterday's haze. The city lights below are blinking like a broken sign, signaling the warning that I choose to completely ignore. I keep on crossing every single safety boundary line, hoping against hope that you'll walk through that wooden door. The hours stretch ahead like a long and desert highway road, with no destination and no place to safely rest my heavy mind. I'm carrying the weight of a massive, unbearable load, searching for a solace that I know I'll never find. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I got nothing left to win and everything to lose, while the rest of the world is soundly and peacefully asleep. An indigo shadow is wrapping tightly around my fragile spine, chilling me down to the very marrow of my aching bone. You used to be the only thing I could proudly call mine. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. The telephone is staring at me like a loaded silver gun, daring me to dial the number I memorized by heart. But I already know that the damage has been fully done. and there is no possible way to restart what fell apart. I traced the outlines of the old photographs we took back when your laughter was the sweetest music I could hear. Now you're just a finished chapter in a dusty book, and I am left with nothing but this overwhelming fear. The ice cubes melt away in my half-empty crystal glass, diluting the poison that I drink to numb the sting. I keep on praying that this agonizing phase will pass and stop the endless bells of sorrow that loudly ring. The radiator hisses like a snake hidden in the dark, adding to the symphony of my solitary quiet grief. We managed to extinguish every single vital spark, leaving me with a despair that offers no relief. The hours stretch ahead like a long and desert highway road, with no destination and no place to safely rest my heavy mind. I'm carrying the weight of a massive, unbearable load, searching for a solace that I know I'll never find. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I got nothing left to win and everything to lose, while the rest of the world is soundly and peacefully asleep. An indigo shadow is wrapping tightly around my fragile spine, chilling me down to the very marrow of my aching bone. You used to be the only thing I could proudly call mine. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. Oh, left me completely alone. Is there a morning light after this endless dark, or am I condemned to wander this room forevermore? We left a scar where there used to be a vibrant spark, and now I'm stranded on this cold, unforgiving shore. Midnight comes, midnight goes, where the wind of sorrow blows, where the wind is no more light, no more sun. Look at what your absence has done. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I got nothing left to win and everything to lose, while the rest of the world is soundly and peacefully asleep. An indigo shadow is wrapping tightly around my fragile spine, chilling me down to the very marrow of my aching bone. You used to be the only thing I could proudly call mine. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. Midnight blues calling my name, a losing game with no one else to blame. Fading out into the dark, goodbye my sweet spark. I walk along the edge of sand and stone, learning how to be completely alone. The tide is moving out into the deep, taking all the secrets that I keep. You left your footprints where the water flows, where the chilling winter river blows. I call your name into the freezing wind, wondering where our paradigms sin. The lighthouse casts a long and lonely beam, shattering my last remaining dream. I watch the ships disappear from sight, sailing off into the endless night. My wool coat damp with salt and heavy mist, remembering the lips that I once kissed. The seagulls cry a melancholy song, reminding me I've waited here too long. The water rises up to touch my knees, carried by the cold Atlantic breeze. There is no anchor left to hold us down. We're floating far away from any town, on the silent shore where the waters meet. I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Oh, silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. I collect the seashells scattered on the ground, searching for a voice without a sound. The horizon stretches out so wide and bare, matching all the emptiness I bear. You were my harbor during every storm, the only fire that could keep me warm. But now the wood is damp and turning black, and there is no map to guide us back. I write your initials in the wet gray clay, watching as the ripples wash them away. The evening fog settles like a heavy shroud, covering the place where we were proud. My fingers numb from holding on too tight to a love that vanished in the night. An empty shoreline stretching miles ahead, full of all the words we never said. The water rises up to touch my knees, carried by the cold Atlantic breeze. There is no anchor left to hold us down. We're floating far away from any town, on a silent shore where the waters meet. I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. We built our castle out of shifting sand, hoping it would stand against the land. But oceans always claim what they are owed, eroding every single path we strode. No sound but the tide, no place left to hide. Let the deep water take it all. Watch the final empire fall, on the silent shore where the waters meet. I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. Lost on the silent shore where the water meets the sky. Goodbye, my love, goodbye. Just the endless blue without you. You wear deception like a tailored velvet suit, offering me a forbidden poison fruit. Your lips are stained with a dangerous shade of red, repeating every single phrase you ever said. I see the shadows hiding underneath your smile, a wicked trap that stretches for a mile. You play the lover with such perfect grace, while hiding secrets that you can't erase. The ballroom floor is empty as we start to spin, dancing on the edge of a gorgeous sin. I feel the tension rising in your steady grip, watching the jewelry from your fingers slip. You whisper sweet things that I know are fake, counting every dollar that you wanna take. A master performance in a theater of pain, driving me completely and utterly insane. Your velvet words are dripping down like wine, crossing over every single sacred line. I know the truth, but I still want the taste, wasting all my youth in this romantic waste. Crimson lies are bleeding through the dark, leaving an eternal, unforgettable mark. You paint a picture that is beautiful and bold, but your affection is incredibly cold. Oh, crimson lies, they catch me in their net, a dangerous game I will forever regret. We bleed in secret while the music plays, lost inside this red, intoxicating haze. I found the velvet ribbon belonged to her, making all our happy memories a blur. The scent of betrayal is heavy in the room, sealing our relationship to total doom. You look at me and try to deny the crime, but we have reached the absolute end of time. The glass is shattered on the marble floor, and I am walking straight toward the door. Your eyes are shifting like a desperate thief, offering a temporary false relief. But I am done with all your theatrical plays, wasting all my energy for days and days. The scarlet color of your deep deceit is the only thing that makes our tragedy complete. I leave the keys upon the silver plate, leaving you alone to gamble with your fate. Your velvet words are dripping down like wine, crossing over every single sacred line. I know the truth, but I still want the taste, wasting all my youth in this romantic waste. Crimson lies are bleeding through the dark, leaving an eternal, unforgettable mark. You paint a picture that is beautiful and bold, but your affection is incredibly cold. Oh, crimson lies, they catch me in their net, a dangerous game I will forever regret. We bleed in secret while the music plays, lost inside this red, intoxicating haze. Stains on your name, end of this wicked game. No more tears to bleed, that's all I need. Crimson lies are bleeding through the dark, leaving me unforgettable. You paint a picture that is beautiful and bold, but your affection is incredibly cold. Oh, crimson lies, they catch me in the net, a dangerous game I will forever regret. We bleed in secret while the music plays. You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that carries absolutely no real weight. A cheap consolation prize for playing your wicked game, delivered at the doorstep when it's far too late. I accept the hollow gesture because I'm too tired to fight, sipping on the frozen tea you left upon the stand. We sit in total isolation under the dim moonlight, two separate continents inside a dark, forgotten land. Your words are like winter frost on a window pane, intricate and beautiful but lacking any real inner heat. You try to soothe the damage with the logic of your brain, while my intuitive heart is suffering a total defeat. I don't want your sympathy, I don't need your regret. Those are just accessories to disguise your selfish pride. I'm looking for a feeling that I haven't discovered yet, deep inside the territory where your dark secrets hide. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but the room remains so cold. Oh yeah, there is an absolute bankruptcy of affection from within, as our tragic narrative begins to completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, choose to withhold. Buzzing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. The radiator clanks inside the corner of the dark bedroom, a mechanical reminder of the friction we used to generate. Now we are just occupants of a highly sophisticated tomb, resigned to the reality of our self-inflicted fate. You hand me a glass of water with an indifferent stare, as if fulfilling a duty rather than expressing genuine care. I look at your beautiful face and find absolutely nothing there, just an empty vessel floating in the freezing morning air. The calendar pages flip, but the season never changes. Here we are trapped in a perpetual January of the human soul. Every single promise you make is completely insincere, designed to maintain your absolute architectural control. I'm packing up my heavy thoughts in a cardboard suitcase box, preparing to migrate to a warmer, more forgiving climb. I'm breaking through the heavy iron of your emotional locks, refusing to waste another single second of my precious time. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but as our tragic narrative begins to completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight. Freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. Oh, you offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. Completely apart. Keep your frozen pity, keep your calculated grace. I'm walking out into the blizzard of the real world outside. I'd rather freeze alone and stay inside this empty place where all our genuine, passionate emotions went and died. Cold comfort, 0 degrees, shaking the leaves off the dying trees. No more warmth, no more lies. Look at the eyes in your beautiful eyes. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight. Freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that kept the crimson sun descends beneath the distant purple hills, as a sudden autumn shiver through my body chills. The shadows grow enormous on the overgrown lawn, signaling the final validation. You are gone. I hear your phantom footsteps walking through the front hall, throwing ghostly silhouettes against the parlor wall. You murmur secret phrases that I cannot quite identify beneath the shifting colors of an uninspiring sky. A solitary swallow flies across the evening air, matching all the desperation that I have to bear. I close my weary eyelids just to capture your design, trying to convince myself that you are still mine. The wind is blowing through the cracks inside the ancient door, sweeping dusty memories across the wooden floor. We spent our golden hours chasing after cheap illusions. Now we reap the harvest of our spiritual confusions. The twilight is absorbing every little spark of light, preparing for the onslaught of an endless winter night. We speak in quiet murmurs so the angels cannot hear, releasing every single unadulterated fear. Dusk whispers traveling across the vacant space, erasing every remnant of your beautiful face. They bucket buried deep inside the sand, remembering the pressure of your affectionate hand. The metal has oxidized and turned a dark metallic gray, just like the beautiful emotions that we threw away. I listen to the rustling of the dying willow trees, carrying your messages upon the evening breeze. You say that you are sorry for the damage that you caused back when our velocity was temporarily paused. The evening star is blinking in the upper stratosphere, making your complete abandonment feel incredibly near. I wrap my netted shawl around my cold, unprotected neck, looking at the ruins of our monumental wreck. We built our expectations on a foundation of air. Now we sit inside the quiet valley of despair. The dust is disappearing as the midnight takes control, swallowing the last remaining pieces of my soul. The twilight is absorbing every little spark of light, preparing for the onslaught of an endless winter night. We speak in quiet murmurs so the angels cannot hear, releasing every single unadulterated fear. Dusk whispers are traveling across the vacant space, erasing every remnant of your beautiful face. They tell me that our season has officially expired, leaving both our spirits unbelievably tied. Oh, dusk whispers, they echo through the violet twilight zone, confirming the reality that I am completely alone. A soft velvet reminder that the darkness always wins, exactly at the boundary where our tragedy begins. Can you hear the shadows calling out my name? Can we really say that neither is to blame? We dissolve like mist upon a morning lake, vanishing with every single choice we make. Quiet now, the day is dead. No more words need to be said. Let the violet turn to black. There is no road to lead us back. Oh, dusk whispers traveling across the vacant space, erasing every remnant of your beautiful face. They tell me that our season has officially expired, leaving both our spirits unbelievably tied. Oh, dusk whispers, they echo through the violet twilight zone, confirming the reality that I am completely alone. A soft velvet reminder that the darkness always wins, exactly at the boundary where our tragedy begins. Hear them whisper soft and low, time to pack my things and go into the dark without a spark. You pour your poison in a crystal glass, hoping that the bitter taste will pass. A dangerous game of hide and seek we play, wasting all the hours of the day. Your compliments are sharp like razor blades, cutting through the promises we made. I linger in the doorway of your heart, from the start. The record spins a melody so sweet, matching every heavy pulse and beat. You look at me with eyes of amber stone, leaving me completely all alone. A wicked habit that I can't undo, spending every dollar just on you. We gamble with the pieces of our soul, losing every bit of our control. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring every warning that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making, with every single breath that we are taking. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey, soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. I find your letters hidden in the drawer, realizing I don't know you anymore. The perfume on your collar isn't mine, another casualty of wasting time. I pour the liquor till the bottle's dry, staring at a dull and empty sky. You sell me illusions that I gladly buy, never even bothering to lie. The velvet curtains block the morning sun, counting all the damage we have done. You pull me close then push me far away, changing every rules we used to play. My high heels click across the marble floor, walking out the wanting something more. A desperate cycle that we cannot break, living for the mess that we create. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring every warning that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making, with every single breath that we are taking. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey, soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. Actually need, so sweet, yet so unkind, losing my troubled mind. Taste the nectar, feel the pain, washing down like summer rain. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey, soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. Just a taste of your bitter honey, so sweet, so dark, leaving its eternal mark, dripping slow. Here we go. An empty corridor echoing with the footsteps of your memory. Every single floorboard creaks with the weight of your name. I am trapped inside this architectural, historical cemetery, playing a solitary match of a forgotten, tragic game. You left your phantom residency inside my fragile chest, a stubborn tenant who refuses to ever pack up and leave, disturbing the peace of my nightly necessary rest, leaving me with nothing but this heavy blanket of grief. The dust is settling on the portraits we hung upon the wall, a gallery of moments that have lost their original color. I hear your laughter resonating faintly down the lonely hall, making the present reality seem significantly duller. I try to exercise your presence with new company and wine, but the spiritual possession is far too strong to break. I keep on tracing every single faded boundary line, remembering the promises you managed to easily fake. The temperature is dropping as the midnight hour draws near. The curtains sway without a single gust of physical wind. I am paralyzed by an ancient, overwhelming existential fear of the emotional wreckage we permanently left behind. Welcome to the sanctuary of my haunted heart, where your ghost occupies every single empty room. A beautiful relationship that we tore completely apart, leaving us stranded inside this sophisticated doom. No matter how far I run, your memory follows close behind, a persistent shadow that I cannot possibly ever escape, locked inside the prison of my own corrupted mind, watching our tragic history take a permanent shape. The clock strikes 3, but the darkness remains completely still, a heavy atmosphere that suffocates my independent spirit. I try to summon the remaining fragments of my broken will, but when your name is spoken, I tremble just to hear it. You were an absolute monarch who ruled my territory with pride, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation. When you abdicated the throne, now I have nowhere left for my shattered dignity to hide, standing center stage in this empty mansion all alone. The mirror reflects a stranger with hollow, exhausted eyes, a victim of a grand illusion that lasted far too long. I am completely finished with your clever, strategic disguise and the bitter piece of our favorite broken song. I'm opening the windows to let the chilly morning air inside, purging every single corner of your lingering toxic scent. No more tears left for the love that prematurely died. Every single dollar of our spiritual wealth has been spent. The temperature is dropping as the midnight hour draws near. The curtains sway without a single gust of physical wind. I am paralyzed by an ancient, overwhelming existential fear of the emotional wreckage we permanently left behind. Oh, welcome to the sanctuary of my haunted heart, where your ghost occupies every single empty room. A beautiful relationship that we tore completely apart, leaving us stranded inside this sophisticated doom. No matter how far I run, your memory follows close behind, a persistent shadow that I cannot possibly ever escape. Locked inside the prison of my own corrupted mind, watching our tragic history take a permanent shape. The clock strikes 3, but the darkness remains completely still. A heavy atmosphere that suffocates my independent spirit. I try to summon the remaining fragments of my broken will, but when your name is spoken, I tremble just to hear it. You were an absolute monarch who ruled my territory with pride, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation when you abdicated the throne. Now I have nowhere left for my shattered dignity to hide, standing center stage in this empty mansion all alone. The mirror reflects a stranger with hollow, exhausted eyes, a victim of a grand illusion that lasted far too long. I am completely finished with your clever, strategic disguise and the bitter resonance of our favorite broken song. I'm opening the windows to let the chilly There is a tempest raging underneath my skin, though my face remains as calm as a summer lake. You don't possess a single clue of the war within, or the immense amount of pressure it takes to not break. I sit across the table watching you converse, smiling politely at every trivial thing you say, while my internal universe is ready to reverse and wash this entire fragile illusion completely away. The coffee cups are cooling between our distant hands. An ocean of unspoken grievances lies wide and deep. We are two travelers lost in unfamiliar lands, guarding secrets that we promised we would forever keep. Your eyes wander around the crowded, noisy room, unaware of the tectonic plates shifting right below. We are standing on the precipice of absolute doom, waiting for the inevitable wind to violently blow. Though thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight, no lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark, but hidden completely away from from the public sight. We are extinguishing our very last remaining spark. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see, a hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while this silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. I watch your fingers nervously tap against the wood, a subtle sign that you feel the atmospheric pressure too. If I could scream out loud, you know I absolutely would, to break this paralyzing spell cast over me and you. But the etiquette of heartbreak demands a quiet grace, so we sit and suffer beneath the sophisticated mask, staring blankly at each other's beautiful empty face, knowing that survival is an impossible, daunting task. The waiter brings the bill and places it between us two, a final price tag on the years we carelessly misspent. There is nothing left for me to say or do to alter the tragic direction in which our love went. The storm is gathering its final destructive might, swirling behind my eyes where you cannot perceive. We will walk out into the cool, indifferent night, and without a single word we will permanently leave. Though thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight, no lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark, but hidden completely away from the public sight, we are extinguishing our very last remaining spark. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see, a hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while this silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. Of misery that is now complete. We drown in the stillness of our collective pride, with nowhere left for our shattered spirits to hide. Listen to the quiet, it's louder than a scream, the sudden awakening from a beautiful dream. The rain is coming, but it makes no sound at all. Watch the empire elegantly fall. Welcome to that nobody else can see, a hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while this silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. Silent storm washing over me, setting our trapped spirits permanently free. Let the rain wash away the remains, breaking all our invisible heavy chains. artist casting long illusions on the bedroom wall. A choreography of ghosts performing in the dim lit space. I watch your dark outline stretch across the lonely hall, an elegant reminder of the intimacy we can't replace. We are two dancers moving to a silent, tragic rhythm, stepping around the fragments of the promises we broke, locked inside a beautiful emotional prison, breathing in the heavy scent of your expensive smoke. You move like a phantom through my chaotic mind, a graceful predator disguised as a protective friend, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation far behind, knowing exactly how this theatrical performance will end. I sway to the melody of your deceptive sweet talk, allowing myself to be led across the dusty floor, even though I know that I should definitively walk away from your toxicity and out that heavy door. The music is imaginary, but the movement is so real, twirling in the darkness with a partner made of air, trying to remember how it actually feels to be held by someone who genuinely cares. We are shadow dancing in the ruins of our love, moving to a tempo that is growing far too slow, with nothing but the indifferent starlight up above, watching our romantic comedy turn into a tragic show. Step to the left, step to the painful right, spinning in circles till we completely lose our sight. A beautiful masquerade that lasts until the dawn, before the shadows disappear and you are finally gone. The record player is silent, but the spin continues on, driven by the momentum of our shared historical grief. We keep on moving long after the joy is fully gone, searching for a fleeting moment of emotional relief. Your hands are cold against my bare, unprotected waist, a chilling contrast to the heat we used to generate. We move with an artificial manufactured haste, trying to outrun the swift approach of our dark fate. I catch my own reflection in the long oval mirror, a solitary figure performing a duet all alone. The harsh reality is becoming significantly clearer as the warmth of your illusion turns into freezing stone. You were never truly here, just a projection of my need, a canvas where I painted all my desperate desires. Now I am watching my exhausted spirit bleed from the embers of our self-destructive volatile fires. The music is imaginary, but the movement is so real, twirling in the darkness with a partner made of air, trying to remember how it actually feels to be held by someone who genuinely cares. We are shadow dancing in the ruins of our love, moving to a tempo that is growing far too slow, with nothing but the indifferent starlight up above, watching our romantic comedy turn into a tragic show. Step to the left, step to the painful right, spinning in circles till we completely lose our sight. A beautiful masquerade that lasts until the dawn, before the shadows disappear and you are finally gone. Oh, oh, one final turn before the light breaks through the room, one last embrace before the fantasy dies away completely. We danced our way into this magnificent destruction to consume us so sweetly. Shadows fade, darkness goes where the final curtain blows. The dance is over, the music ends. No longer lover, no longer friends. We are shadow dancing in the ruins of our love, moving to a tempo that is growing far too slow, with nothing but the indifferent starlight up above, watching our romantic comedy turn into a tragic show. Step to the left, step to the painful right, step to the painful right. Circles till we completely lose our sight. A beautiful masquerade that lasts until the dawn, before the shadows disappear and you are finally gone. Shadow dancing into the light. The floor is empty, the stage is clear. No more shadows lingering here. You pour your poison in a crystal glass, hoping that the bitter taste will pass. A dangerous game of hide and seek we play, wasting all the hours of the day. Your compliments are sharp like razor blades, cutting through the promises we made. I linger in the doorway of your heart, knowing that we're doomed right from the start. The record spins a melody so sweet, matching every heavy pulse and beat. You look at me with eyes of amber stone, leaving me completely all alone. A wicked habit that I can't undo, spending every dollar just on you. We gamble with the pieces of our soul, losing every bit of our control. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring everyone and that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making, with every single breath that we are taking. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. I find your letters hidden in the drawer, realizing I don't know you anymore. The perfume on your collar isn't mine, another casualty of wasting time. I pour the liquor till the bottle's dry, staring at a dull and empty sky. You sell me illusions that I gladly buy, never even bothering to lie. The velvet curtains block the morning sun, counting all the damage we have done. You pull me close and push me far away, changing every rules we used to play. My high heels click across the marble floor, walking out but wanting something more. A desperate cycle that we cannot break, living for the mess that we create. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring everyone and that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster